Hello student, last day I have given first chapter exercise question. I think this week or next week you will get all the question answer from exercise NCERT. But last day I have received some question from ePortal. Some student asked some question. Today I will discuss about these queries or this question. So first of all, one question have told from what are the difference between stock and potential resource. Stock and potential resource. So now I will explain about these two terms, potential and stock. What are the difference? In your book, you know that on the basis of status and development, resources are classified four types: potential, develop, stock, reserve. This topic I have explained, but this question, difference between stock and potential resources, now I will explain. First of all, what is potential resource? If you will read this definition from both potential and stock, you can understand what are the difference. So potential resources are those resources which found in a region. Those resources are found in a region but have not been utilized. These resources found in a region but not been utilized. That means these resources have not used, but there are several reasons. Maybe these resources have not utilized because some physical barrier are there, or technological innovation have not installed or implicated. That means the main focus is resources are found, but due to some reason these resources have not utilized. This is the example, but this is the definition of potential resource. In your book also have an example. The Rajasthan and Gujarat have enormous power, but enormous potentiality of wind and solar energy. Example, this is the example. In Rajasthan and Gujarat have enormous wind and solar energy, but due to some barrier, due to some lacking, this lacking may be physical or sometime due to the unable to access the knowledge or skill. That's why these resources have not been utilized. This is the potential resource, but we can found it. Then when you will read about the stock resource, these resources have the similarity with the potential resources. Same, the resource have potential to satisfy human needs. These resources have found. Resource have found or discovered, but due to the lack of technology, only lacking of technology, these resources have not been utilized. So this is the difference between stock and potential resource. So stock resource, these resources have been found, but these resources have not been utilized due to the lack of technology. Example also have, we know that from water we will get hydrogen and oxygen. You know, water, H2O, hydrogen and oxygen we will get. So, we don't know, but due to the lack of technology, from water we can't produce excessive energy with the help of hydrogen and oxygen. So, this technology till now have not discovered or found. But we can understand that from water we can create or we can produce more energy. So, on that time, this is the example of stock resource. So, potential and stock resource, they are basic difference. Both resources are found, but stock potential resources have not been utilized due to some physical or climatic reason. But stock resource have not been utilized due to some technological lacking. These are the difference. I think you can understand about the potential and stock resource. Now another question. This is another question have come from student. The question is, what are the difference between strip cropping and shelter belt? Strip cropping and shelter belt. Both strip cropping and shelter belt are the measures have taken for soil conservation. Both are related with soil conservation measures. Soil conservation measures, strip cropping and shelter belt. But these two terms, but these two measures are not same, they are having a difference. What is this? First, strip cropping. What is strip cropping? Strip cropping, that means in an agricultural field can be divided with some strip, and this strip are covered by grasses. And the remaining portion, the remaining area used for cultivation or growing crop. So, this area used for growing crop and this remaining portion or narrow strip, this region covered by grasses and this region growing crops. So this is the measures which are taken for conservation of soil. When wind are blowing, this grass portion help to prevent the soil erosion, and remaining portion of that field utilized for growing crop. So this is the strip cropping. Now another part, this is shelter belt. What is shelter belt? It is also another measures have taken for the soil conservation. This is shelter belt. What is this? So shelter belt means in a coastal region or desert region, there are large areas of vacant place. So on that particular area, trees are growing or trees are planted in a row wise Not only coastal region, in India, desert region also found this type of shelter belt. That means in a row or column, trees are planted for prevent the soil erosion. That means these trees help or stop the wind velocity, which help to remain soil on that particular area. So these are the step, but these are the process is known as shelter belt. So in your book, when you will read this, they are written, large field can be divided on the strip of grass are left to grow between the crops. In between the two crops, strip of grass are left. This break the force of wind. This method is strip cropping. And the planting lines of trees to create shelter also work in a similar way. This is a similar way, but both are not same. Their crop are growing, but their plants will be, trees will be planted in a row or column. So both are help or measures for soil conservation, but both process are not same. There are difference. There are some difference, so I think you can understand between strip cropping and shelter belt. And also about your syllabus, some students asked me about the syllabus. So according to your board, I think it is better you will follow CBSE board, which is also help to understand. But according to the last update in your book, chapter number 2 and 3, forest and wildlife resources and water resources, chapter number 3, both these two chapters have excluded. So after first chapter, resource and development, you will study in your home agriculture, chapter 4. And next classes, I will give some extra question, and then also we will start from agriculture. Thank you.